Greetings, my spiritual brothers and sisters. This morning, I've been given the awesome privilege and opportunity to share in the second video of our 7-day video presentation entitled Listen to the Dreamers. My dreamer today is no other than Peter. We remember Peter as the disciple that Jesus called to follow him, and later said to him, I will make you fisher of men. We remember Peter as well as the disciple that denied Jesus 3 times. This morning we're going to read Acts 10, verses 9 through 17, which spoke of a vision that Peter had, and that's in some sort of a dream. When we read Acts 10:9, it said, About noon the following day, as they were on the journey and approaching the city, Peter went up on the roof to pray. He became hungry and wanted something to eat. And while the meal was being prepared, he fell into a trance. He saw heaven opened and something like a large sheet being let down to earth by its four corners. It contained all kinds of four-footed animals, as well as reptiles and birds. Then a voice told him, Get up, Peter, kill and eat. Surely not, Lord, Peter replied. I have never eaten anything impure or unclean. The voice spoke to him a second time. Do not call anything impure that God has made clean. This happened 3 times, and immediately the sheet was taken back in heaven. While Peter was wondering about the meaning of this vision, the men sent by Cornelius found out where Simon's house was and stopped at the gate. They called out, asking if Simon, who was known as Peter, was staying there. We're going to stop here. So, what we understand from this vision as we read on, we will understand that this vision wasn't talking about this literal food. It was actually pertaining to the Gentiles that was once called unclean or uncircumcised to dwell among God's people. That now God is saying that, hey, I'm calling them into a relationship with me. They're now going to become one in me, one in union. So it's no more going to be a separation. So there's no uncleanness anymore here. I am now making them clean so that they can be a part of my kingdom. We also, as we go on reading, we would have also understand that beforehand in Amos 2:18, God would have foretold, even through those prophets, what to expect, that he would make a covenant. And when he was talking about making a covenant, he said, and in that day I will make a covenant with them, and that was pertaining to the Gentiles. And they were the ones that called the beasts of the field in that time. So here it is that God was saying, well, no more that they're being called the beasts of the field. They're now coming into a relationship and into a covenant with me. So here we understand that the vision that Peter had, it was a vision of change, where God was bringing about a change from one situation of a oneness, a one people, to a relationship where all people are now under the covenant of him, of and through his son Christ Jesus. We also remember that in pertaining to when Jesus was talking to, Jesus was asking the question. He said, asked a question. He said, who do you say I am? And Peter was the one that answered and said that you are the Christ. And Jesus' words to Peter was saying that you could only able to give that accurate answer because of divine intervention, the divine spirit that would have given you that answer. So we see when God intervened in the dreams that he have for us, that dream, that vision comes into reality. His dream is different from the dreams that we have. His plans for us are different than the plans that we have for ourselves. So, in closing, I want us to focus on the dreams that God has for us. We want to focus on all the dreams that He put before us. And we know that once the dreams of Him, that He will indeed guide, He will indeed be the one to orchestrate everything about those dreams. So let us as sisters put our dreams in the greatest dreamer hands. Thank you, sisters.